Hi everyone, I'm Vardha Sharma, editor Newsband, and today we have with us Sanjita Mohapatra, who is a resident of Navi Mumbai and has secured 10th rank in the Civil Services Examination 2019. So first of all, Sanjita, welcome and heartiest congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me here. Thank you so much.
And Sanjita's career, academic career, has always been in superlatives, I must say. Right from childhood, you have performed brilliantly as far as academics is concerned. Your earlier education has been from Rourkela, right, Sanjita?
Yes.
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 And in class 10th, she secured 96.3% and was ranked 604 in Odisha. In class 12th, she secured 87.8% and was one of the best out of 16 in Odisha. Then she joined College of Engineering and Technology, Rourkela, and did her mechanical engineering. And there too, she scored 9.03 CGPA, right? Then Sanjita joined as assistant manager in Steel Authority of India, Rourkela Steel Plant. And in 2017, she gave Orissa Civil Services Examination and stood second. Commendable, Sanjita.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's been a journey.
Yes, but in spite of that, we learned that the journey has not been very smooth. Can you please tell us what difficulties or challenges did you really face?
The journey, if I start from my birth, I can start from there. I was my fourth child of my parents. My mother had 2 miscarriages. She did not want she wanted a boy. I have one elder sister. So when I was born, my mother was like, I wanted a boy, so I don't want to take her. You can leave her here at the hospital. My sister was 4 years old and she said, no, I want to take her home. I'll have a doll to play with. So it was a funny incident which we always recall till now. I tell my mom, agar if you would have thrown me, then you would not have become the mother of an IAS officer. So we have a hearty laugh.
So she must be feeling very proud of you now.
Yeah, indeed she is. So when we grew up, my father never had a stable job. He used to do many odd jobs. We had many businesses which always used to fail. So my mother was a housemaker. She has studied up to standard 5th. But when I and my sister started studying, we were both put into private school, English medium private school. My father, with no stable income, it was becoming very difficult for both the child to study in private English medium school. So at one point of time, my father said that we should withdraw the younger child from the English medium school and we can put her in a vernacular Odia medium school.
That is you.
Me.
Okay.
In the government school so that we can manage one person. So then my mother fought and said, when she grows up, won't she complain that what was my mistake that you put me in a government school, not a private education school. But then many people came forward to help me. I was good at studies. Like I had NGOs, my school funded me. So there are struggles which have been in my life, but there are always people who have helped me throughout my life. So it's a balance, you can say.
And Sanjita, you are a mechanical engineering. Why engineer? Why did you opt for civil services?
Civil services was a childhood dream. To become an IAS officer was a thing which I had thought of when I just started to write aim of my life essay. So anyone would ask, what's the aim of your life? I would say, when you're from a small town, the only thing people know when a child studies well, what will your child become when she grows up? they say they'll become a collector, because
Yes.
that's the highest post they have seen at their point of life, na? So it was instilled in me somehow, and slowly as I grew up, that thing became stronger. And as I said, I had so many difficulties growing up, but it never deterred me. See, I'm sitting in front of you giving an interview. It's because the society has helped me. So when it was my time to give back to the society, what better platform than the civil services?
So what are the various subjects did you opt for civil services?
I opted, we have 4 general studies paper. There you read everything under the sun: history, geography, polity, economics, international relations, disaster management, environment, you name it, it's there.
Okay.
And then you have a choice of optional. I chose sociology. I always wanted to study arts, humanities, but somehow I couldn't. So this was my chance to read humanities. You know, it gave me a balanced frame of mind. I had a technical background and then I studied humanities.
Yes.
It gives you a very balanced viewpoint of life. It was very important and I loved it.
Sanjita, when you gave your civil services, you were married. You got married, I think, in
Yes.
2017, if I'm not wrong.
Yes.
And
Yes.
so how difficult was it? Because many times, you know, we feel that after marriage, it becomes very difficult to have, you know, especially when you are studying and giving such important exam. But in spite of all that, you not only gave the examination, but you fared so well. So what challenges or how did you balance the two lives?
You see, I always say, you are married, you are a woman, you are financially unstable. These are the excuses we have in life, right? What matters is what is your focus, what is your goal. And if you want to achieve that, you don't look back at the excuses, you know, they take a back seat. So for me, it was the driving force. I wanted to do it, and everyone saw that she wants to do it. So everyone fell in line and everyone said, fine. There was initial resistance. There always will be. When you're married, everyone wants to have a child the moment you get married, and they want you to settle down. But my husband was my biggest supporter, I would say. He was very enthusiastic that I have to crack it by somehow. So support system does work. My
Okay.
in-laws were quite supportive. They wanted that I should concentrate on my studies. My husband was quite supportive. And then it all boils down to you, yourself, your self motivation, how you drive through all of this. You see, I cannot study 9 to 9 the whole day, because there are small household chores which will always be there. I have to find time within that. I used to cook sometimes and read the editorial from the YouTube. So you have to balance it out. You need to find time, schedule it. And if you have the determination na ki kuch bhi ho, I have to do it, then you do it.
It is possible. So what advice will you give to the youngsters, those who are aspiring to, you know, for the civil services? So what advice will you give to them? And especially, you know, you are a role model for many girls, especially girls, you know, and who feel, many of them feel that, you know, life comes to a standstill after marriage. So you have proved that wrong. So what advice would you give to them?
To all the young aspirants who are listening to me, I'll tell you the 4 mantras which I feel is very important: patience, perseverance, consistency, and hard work. Hard work has no substitute. If you really work hard, success will come to you. If you have really dedicated yourself to the preparation, and you have, be it anything, not UPSC, be it any job, any sector you're trying to be best at, be patient, be consistent. You cannot say, I'll work today, I'll study today, and then forget, leave it for 2 days. It doesn't happen. UPSC at least demands your consistent commitment, consistent dedication. Give it 4 hours per day, but do it every single day. Don't miss out. And for all the girls, you have taken me to a very high level. I don't know if I really serve as a role model yet, but still I like to tell you again the same thing I have told, that there are excuses, so many excuses in life. I am a girl, I am a woman, I'm married, I have a child. These are excuses. You need support system. I agree, some people, some women are not fortunate enough. The society still has so many stigma that you don't get the support system. But if you are really headstrong, you fight your way out and you do it. I recently saw so many movies. taking apart the controversies from the movies, Shakuntala Devi, Gunjan Saxena. I read about their biographies, not after I watched the movie. You know what is Gunjan Saxena, ma'am? What I read about her is she wanted to become a pilot, whatever be the obstacles. She wanted to do it. That's it. There were so many people. Her own brother was so against it, but she wanted to do it. You have to
Determination.
think in that determination. You have to think in that way. You want to do it, you do it. But you remember, there will be so many people who said me, you can't do it, you shouldn't do it, and all that stuff. Now, when I am in front of you, all the same people are scrambling right now to say, she's our neighbor. She used to
I know
stay above me.
the difference.
Everyone wants now to be associated with me, So wait for this time and all the very best.
And as a civil servant, what would you like to do for the society?
I have so many big plans, I'm so young and filled with energy and passion. So I haven't decided any specific sector I would like to work on. But the thing which I've focused upon is that when I reach a place, I start at the field. I would like to connect with the people, understand their basic problems. Every place has 3, 4 very basic problems, which is drinking water, sanitation, education, anything. So I like to understand their basic problems, make myself approachable enough that they can come and talk and ask to me directly, and then try to solve those basic problems. Everyone in our association, IS association, they say we have the power that when we enter a place and leave that place, we can actually transform that place. So use that power and make that place a better place till the time when you reached it. So I would like to work for the people. Hope so.
Yes, definitely. Have you got your posting so far?
No, I haven't got. I have requested we are given an option to choose our cadres. So I've chosen Maharashtra as my home cadre. So wish I get
Welcome.
posted over.
Yes.
Thank you.
And Sanjita, wish you all the very best for a successful and bright career. We know with young and energetic civil servants like you, the society will definitely improve, and we will have a definite beautiful place to live in. And we are really looking forward to see you posted in Maharashtra. Thank you so much, Sanjita, for giving us your time. And once again, heartiest congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me here.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye bye.
Bye.